You know my next guest for his Oscar-nominated role as Lieutenant Dan in the 1994 blockbuster Forrest Gump. He's an Emmy winner, a family man, a bassist in the Lieutenant Dan Band, and the founder of a foundation working on behalf of our nation's fighting men and women. He's in Washington this week for the annual Memorial Day concert on PBS. And he joined us earlier from Walter Reed National Medical Center in Bethesda, where he just finished a performance. Here's my conversation a little earlier with Gary Sinise. Gary, thanks for being with us and making time. I know once again you are going to be co-hosting the National Memorial Day concert. Why do you keep coming back year after year and doing this, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I was asked in 2005 to come and bring my band to the National Memorial Day concert. We were part of a USO segment at that time, and we were doing USO concerts. I was overseas on a Europe tour with the band for the USO, and they asked me to come and be a part of the National Memorial Day concert. And we played, and Joe Mantegna, who was part of the concert then, asked me to come back the following year and co-host with him. So I did that in 2006. And it's a magnificent weekend to spend in remembrance of those who have served and sacrificed for our country. Just this giant forum to remind our general public, everybody who tunes in on PBS and the 200,000 people that are on the lawn, the cost of freedom and the importance of remembering those who served. So that's what I'm doing all the time, and it's just a perfect place for me to be on Memorial Day. So I'm back again this year as co-host with Joe.
That's great. Gary, tell me, what does it mean to the nation? There are so few events that really bring people together where we're reminded of what unites us rather than what divides. I've always thought of the Memorial Day concert that way, and I've been here live for many years watching it. Is that how you see this, as a moment of unity as well as remembrance?
Yes, absolutely. When you stand on the stage of the National Memorial Day concert and we're looking out at the Capitol's all lit up, and there's 200,000 people there. They're all there for the same thing. They're all there to pay tribute and honor the men and women who serve our country and have sacrificed, who've given their lives for our country in service to our country. And every year we do different segments about different men, different women who have served, some who are still with us that we highlight in the concert, some who have fallen. We do segments on Gold Star families that have lost a loved one in service. It's just a great place to be, to remember those who serve.
Yeah. Gary, you have devoted so much of your life to helping and supporting our fighting men and women, but also their families, and the families at times that they leave behind. I noticed the cap you're wearing, and we just watched you perform in the Lieutenant Dan Band for the folks there at Walter Reed. I know you're spending the day there. What does that mean to you? Why do you continue to do this and drag yourself to these military installations and overseas to spend time directly with these men and women?
Well, this is a long war. I mean, we still have people that are getting hurt. We still have people that are getting killed. We still have children that are losing parents in service to our country. We have men and women who are enduring multiple surgeries over and over again over a period of years. And they come here to a hospital like Walter Reed. I've seen people here 12 years after I first saw them who are back in the hospital dealing with more issues related to their injury or the wounds that they suffered in service to our country. So me coming here and saying, hey, I'm still with you. I'm still here. You're still out on the battlefield. You're still enduring these long deployments or these multiple surgeries and recovery over a long period of time. I want you to know that I'm not forgetting about that. I think that can help somebody who's serving our country, just to know that people, the American people who benefit from the freedom that they provide because they defend us, that somebody like me is out there just saying thank you and saying I remember and I'm grateful.
Gary,
I think that helps, and I want to be a part of the helping these folks.
Your foundation sponsored this Invincible Spirit Festival that your performance today was a part of. What is the intention of that? How often do you do this, and how many dates a year do you do as part of the Lieutenant Dan Band?
Well, this is a Gary Sinise Foundation event today. We have some great sponsors who pitch in and help us. USO Metro, we do these here at Walter Reed and over at Fort Belvoir each year. This was our 18th Invincible Spirit Festival at a military hospital. We started at Naval Medical Center in San Diego, then we go to BAMC down in San Antonio, and we come here to both military hospitals here in the DC area. We do that through the generosity of the American people that support the Gary Sinise Foundation. That allows us to bring this music in, to bring patients outside who can come outside. The staff members come, they take a little break, they come outside, they have some food provided by Robert Irvine. Today we had Operation Barbecue Relief. They're a wonderful organization, nonprofit that goes around and feeds people that are in need, and they were a big supporter of ours today. So we have a lot of people that support the Gary Sinise Foundation, and they're doing that because they want to send a message. They want to send a message to the people that are defending our country, that they appreciate them, and they do that through me. I carry that message and go to these places all around the country and overseas, and I want people to know that we are not forgetting about them. I have Vietnam veterans in my family. They were forgotten when they came home from war. I don't want that to happen again, so we're doing everything we can to make sure they know they're appreciated.
Gary, I love the diversity of what you do as part of the foundation. It's not just one thing. I mean, you're retrofitting homes for disabled vets who go back and, you know, don't have all their mobility, where the house is a smart house where they can interact with it and do the things they're accustomed to doing. You retrofit automobiles for them. You have this RISE initiative. Tell us about where these multiple ideas originate, and why isn't the government doing more of this, Gary? Why does it rely on a private foundation for our vets to have this kind of extra support once they return from battle?
Well, I have, as I said, I have military in my family, so it starts there with me. And every one of our programs kind of came from some personal thing that I was doing. Our Invincible Spirit Festivals came. I played at the old Walter Reed a couple of times, and I was at Naval Medical Center in San Diego. I was visiting patients, and I was about ready to leave. And I said to the Admiral there, what if we set up a stage over here and just brought the band in and started entertaining everybody? And that started the Invincible Spirit Festivals. Our RISE program, which is our home building initiative, started because we had a soldier who survived a quadruple amputation, both arms, both legs, and some guys in Staten Island asked me to help raise money to help build this guy a house in Staten Island. So I started raising money doing that, and then when I created my own foundation, we created a program to build homes, to retrofit houses. We provide mobility devices. We adapt vehicles, all that kind of stuff. RISE stands for Restoring Independence, Supporting Empowerment. So we try to provide situations, homes and cars and whatever that will restore independence. Well, and we do that, and then there's multiple programs at the Gary Sinise Foundation. You can go to GarySiniseFoundation.org. The Lieutenant Dan Band is a program of the foundation. I don't get paid, to do this nonprofit work.
No, it's great work. It's really great work, and I've seen it up close, and I've seen the effects of it, in my own community in Louisiana, here in the Washington area. I mean, it's incredible. Tell me, before I let you go, with the Memorial Day concert this weekend, what do you hope people will get from that? Something that has become, again, a big part of your career. I mean, we look forward to seeing you and Joe Mantegna as hosts of that event. What do you want them to take away from it when they tune in?
Well, Memorial Weekend, there's a reason we have the day off on Monday, Memorial Day. There's a reason that, everybody has barbecues and goes to the beach and has fun Memorial Weekend, because it was designated as an opportunity for our country to say thank you to the families who have sacrificed in service to our country, to honor our dead. We would not have what we have. Let's face it. I mean, we would not have this if we didn't have people that were willing to fight for it. The freedom has to be fought for and protected, and sometimes that means people sacrifice for it. That weekend is to allow us to say thank you, to come together as a nation, say thank you to our defenders, and that's why I'm there, and I hope everybody tunes in. on Sunday night.
Well, thank you for reminding us year in and year out. It too often, sadly, Memorial Day goes by and it's a day for sales and barbecues, and we forget its true meaning and its important purpose. I understand you're writing a book or finishing one up called Grateful American. You want to give us any preview?
Well, yeah, I've been all over the world. I've done so many different things and had a kind of an interesting acting career and in theater, and then into the movie business, and I've gone from kind of a focused on myself and my career and that kind of thing, my family, to a broader focus of service. And so this book is kind of tracks that journey of how I got to called to service and what it means to me. And then the book's going to come out next year.
Good. Well, we look forward to having you back on when it releases. Gary Sinise, thank you as always. We'll see you soon, my friend.
Thank you, Raymond.
And you can find out more about the Gary Sinise Foundation and his work by visiting GarySiniseFoundation.org.